Okay. Currently they're up on the bed now. Ooh, 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 ooh. Oh, well, good morning. And here we are, fam. It's Nikki Thomas. And first order of business, this is a private space. I am not live on the KBLX page. I am live talking to you right now. A totally impromptu day, a little self care for your Saturday. We have some things that I want to let you know about that I'm a part of that I would love for you to be a part of. Let me see who we have in the room already. Layla! Darnaro is here as well. See, I need to do this more often. Every time I do it, it's like, you know what? We need to just jump on board every Saturday, every Sunday. Something. I like being together. All right, so coming up in what, a couple of weeks, it is a virtual event that I need in my life and that I'm sure you need in your life. Hey, Kimberly Winkfield, baby, how you doing this morning? So I wanted to bring my girl Angela Holton on with us today so we could do a little self-care and a deep dive into love this morning. I like to be dramatic about these things because it's so impactful and real. Hey, Amira, on your way to work. Well, it's great that you stopped through to connect with us, sis. Darnaro says he's in the building every time. You are, Darnaro. You're like the frequent shopper, the VIP person, always the first in the room. And this is why we love you, Darnaro. This is why we love you. All right, so she is a dating and relationship expert who really helped me to change my thinking about self-love, love, relationships, and really how I see myself. And it's real deep, y'all. It's real deep. Please welcome the lovely Angela Holton is here.
Hello, Nikki Thomas and Nikki Thomas Facebook family. Thanks for having me. Good morning, everyone.
Yes. Yay. Yay. Okay.
So
You,
glad to be
Angela.
back.
So to me,
Yes,
you look like one of the Jacksons to me, Angela. I don't know if I ever told you that. You
I look
remind
like,
me of one of the Jacksons.
really? Which one?
Have you heard that before?
Never.
Maybe like Rebe or somebody. You remind me like maybe Rebe
Oh,
Jackson.
okay.
Just
Awesome.
the beautiful
Very narrow
complexion and bone
face.
structure.
Oh, thank you. Narrow face. I have a very narrow face.
Oh, girl, look, we in the club together,
We
girl.
are in the
Look.
club together, but you got this nice big hair, that kind of, you don't see quite how narrow it is. Mine is like, ooh, in your face.
That's why. That's why I do the hair this big. That's
Yeah,
why to like bring some, some
I
width here because it's just like if I do the straight hair, it's like it's gonna this is gonna be me.
yeah. I mean,
So
look at
this is
me.
why I do it.
That's funny.
Awesomeness, awesomeness. You look great, and I'm gonna give you the
You
floor
too.
because you have this great event happening.
Yeah.
And I love the concept, reimagine love. And let's see here. We're going to move some things around. Oh, we could leave it like that. That looks cute.
That looks
That looks
very
cute.
pretty.
So we're going to move some things around and also allow you to tell us a bit about the Reimagine Love Retreat and what it's all about.
Yeah.
So, girl, just take it away and I will follow your lead.
All right. Thank you so much. And thank you for saying yes. I'm so honored, Nikki, that you're going to MC and be a part of this event. Your energy is just going to be the foundation for the retreat. So I'm just letting you know you're setting the entire tone. You have all that responsibility. But I know I picked the perfect person to, be vivacious and be in alignment and in spirit with all the attendees. So the Reimagine Love Retreat was an inspiration that I had to commit a weekend for singles and couples to talk about love relationships. We don't talk enough about love relationships, the tools, the strategies, the tips, how to improve our dating, how to improve our love lives or sex lives. We don't talk enough about it, and we don't normalize those conversations or acknowledge that there's tools, there's strategies to really show up differently and better in our relationship. So I wanted to commit a weekend. I really envisioned it being in person, but with COVID, I was like, you know what? I'm not going to wait. I'm going to bring this to the virtual stage. And so I've gathered the top leading dating and relationship experts from around the world, as well as wellness healers and medicine healers, to provide a 3-day retreat experience. So I've got John Gray, who wrote Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus, giving some relationship advice. I mean, like really expert counsel to help us do better. I have David G, who's going to do an opening meditation. Rolanda Watts, talk show host, radio podcast host, comedian, actor, voice actor, and actor. She's going to be a part of the speaking lineup. And we've got Dre Smith, who is a dating and relationship coach. And he's going to give that male perspective that I know a lot of women like to hear that they can't get from me. And we've got Monique of Cocktails and Confessions. She's going to talk about dating in the pandemic. And Stefano Sipendos is a master at love and relationships, and he's going to give us conscious love and conscious relationship advice. Anita Kopach, she is our tantra expert, and there's going to be a workshop for her. So that's for singles, couples. We've got Kundalini yoga coming to us from Nikki Reed in Australia. We've got Vinyasa yoga on Saturday from Lisa Bennett Mackin in New York City. We've got breath work from Cassandra Bozak in LA on Friday night. We've got a closing meditation from Crystal McCreary on the Sunday at the end of the retreat, and she's in New York. And we've got David G, who's joining us from LA. He's going to set the foundation and stage for the retreat. An amazing sound healing therapy bath by Helene Marie Anderson. She's going to give us a medley of music in between some of the workshops. There's going to be workshops. There's going to be entertainment. There's going to be speakers. There's going to be a couples panel and game show. And I'm excited that we're having a DJ on Sunday to wrap up the whole retreat. We're going to party it like it's 1999. And an after Labor Day all white soiree. So everyone wear your white. And that might not be on the latest update because we just solidified the DJ on Sunday. I mean, we just solidified her the other day for Sunday. And wear your white, bring your favorite libation, and we're just gonna DJ and spin my favorite tunes. And I'm just really excited. You know, I really want to talk about how relationships are such a pivotal part of our lives, such a huge aspect of our lives, but we don't talk about it. We don't seek support. We don't try to learn skills. Anything else that we want to be good at, we acquire strategies, tools, counsel, continuing education, but not for love and relationships. We sort of just leave it to caution. You know, we leave it to chance, to guesswork and figuring it out. But this weekend, the Reimagine Love Retreat is your continuing education course in love. Super excited.
Okay, yeah, you touched on some things. Okay, hold up. Let's catch up with the folks who are commenting.
Yeah.
I see Amira, Layla. Layla said yes because I need to know. LOL, of course. Linda Jones. Good morning, Linda. Wyman Boyington is here. Wyman is our favorite Lyft driver in the world. She's part of the KBLX Nation. And Layla says, where can I see the schedule? So we have a link. I'm going to put the link in the comments here. Oh, no, hold up. That's not right. That's not the right link.
Your link. Yeah. And
yeah, I put that at the, let's take that one off. Hold on.
And I have a special offer for your listeners today, Nikki.
Okay.
And your listeners watching today only, you've received an additional 10% off any ticket. We have single day passes. We have a VIP insider pass, which the insider VIP pass allows you to receive all access to all the workshops, retreat experiences. You also receive a free Reimagine Love Retreat t-shirt. Shipping is included. You don't have to worry about anything. You just pick your color. And you also get a bonus private group workshop coaching experience with me and two of the other experts on the panel. So If you're dating or want to know some
Oh.
more tools for dating in this modern time, in this pandemic, you might be interested in the VIP Insider Access. And now you can do either Saturday or Sunday, but Sunday's going to have the DJ and all the party and fun. So yeah. So, oh, and the discount code is Nikki. Type Nikki at checkout, NIKKI, to get your 10%. So I'm
I
so
like that.
excited to offer that to everyone watching. And, you know, if you are struggling with dating, if you're struggling with repeating the same relationship patterns and healing from your past, if you're struggling with forgiveness, we're talking about forgiveness. We're talking about the feminine and the masculine energies in relationship, and how embodying, if you're a woman and you are attracted to men, how important it is to embrace the feminine energy in us, because it's the feminine energy that draws and attracts that masculine male. But because we live in such a masculine dominant society and women are often working in masculine jobs, we bring that masculine energy and corporate mentality into our dating aspects. And that sometimes is the energy that will repel a masculine male away. It's not that always, you know, we often think that men are intimidated by successful women. It's not the intimidation. It's that we're not giving off our natural biological, this is science here. We're not giving off our natural biological feminine energy for that masculine man to be attracted to. So plenty of men love successful women. It's not about the success.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Yeah, so don't. Absolutely. Yeah, if you're a successful woman, you can't worry about the men who can't deal with a successful woman. That's not your man. You can't turn him into anything else.
Exactly. It's not your issue. And you never have to dummy down or lower your standards, but you can shift the energy from being a masculine alpha female when you're in the presence of a masculine male, right? You can't have two masculine energies together, like, right? It's like they will repel one another if it were a magnet. So one needs to be masculine, one needs to be positive in that dynamic. So we'll talk about that. We're going to talk about trust and vulnerability, which I know are huge, huge issues. And I have a clinical psychologist, Dr. Barbara Shabazz, who's going to talk about how to, you know, let go of the baggage of mistrust. If there's been a betrayal in your marriage or in your relationship, we'll talk about restoring trust. We'll talk about forgiveness, even when you're not ready to forgive. We're going to talk about if you have sort of a negative relationship with men, we have a workshop dedicated to helping you restore and repair the relationship with the masculine male. We've got workshops on, we're going to talk about communication, conscious communication, how important that is in relationships. We're talking about seeking your purpose. We're talking about emotional intelligence in relationships. Hello. Can't have a successful relationship without emotional intelligence and emotional regulation. So Jennifer Watson is going to talk about emotional intelligence and intuition. And we've got, let's see, we're going to talk about, yes, I see Phoenix Jackson. She's going to talk about finding that inner grace after loss and breakup. If you're going through a divorce.
Let me jump right in, Angela, because I've got a quick question here. Wyman here is driving. Her Lyft passenger wants to know how long the Nikki discount is available.
Till tonight. So if you have any other questions, go to Nikki's page, look at all of those things. Oh, she's getting on an airplane. All right, well, I'll keep it open till midnight tonight, Eastern time.
So this is a fast action kind of a thing.
Yes.
Where if you wanted to jump on and you say, hey, I want to do this day or this day, you have a special discount code that you can use. Thank you so much, Wyman. This is why we love Wyman right here. This is why.
I have a Lyft passenger. Like, I just love how the universe works, you know.
Absolutely.
There's not many VIP insider tickets left if you're interested in the t-shirt and the additional coaching. So if that's the one you want, you got to hop over there because those are counting down to just a few left. And
so, you know, just go ahead and click. They can click on the link that I have on the post here. Like, if she's about to get on a plane, she wants to go ahead and jump in, click on the link that you see on the post here, and you come back and watch the replay if you feel like you're going to miss anything that we're going to talk about today. But I just want to give her that information so she can, do some fast action and join in with us. And if you're just joining us, we're talking to Angela Holton. She's the creator of the Reimagine Love virtual retreat. And let me just fill in some blanks for some people, Angela, because you're giving us a whole lot of information. This is a whole international virtual retreat. That's the part I said, oh, you know what? This is you. We're going to join in with people from all over the world, experts from all over the world. And listen to this, because I'm making the list here. We've got 2 whole yoga classes, or is it 3?
2 yoga, 2 meditations, 3 meditations actually, and 1 sound healing therapy.
So if you're doing like you're supposed to do, and you're in your house, right? You're doing a social distancing, you can have the whole retreat experience. I would say create some safe, sacred space for yourself.
Yes.
Your candles lit, your incense, and if you can be by yourself, that's even better.
And if you're in partnership, bring your partner. This is for couples too.
I love it. I love it. So yeah, where else can you get this? Because we see a lot of virtual things happening, but you put a whole lot of love and thought into this, where you gathered so many people. And for the folks who don't know, like these names here, David G, he is a very well-respected meditation teacher. He's worked with Deepak Chopra. When she said David G, I said, what?
He's amazing.
Oh, this is a real virtual retreat here.
That's right.
So he's a master of meditation. If you're going to learn meditation, this is how to do it right here. Come in the door and go for the gusto. Right. Get down. Cats are being bad.
And I love, Nikki, if I could just say that I love, your comment about really creating that sacred space that weekend. We're in very unusual times, so it is impossible right now to go on a vacation and have a in-person retreat experience, but you can create that retreat at home, and you can recreate it every day if you like. But I agree with Nikki, create some candles, have your yoga mat ready, if you have a meditation wrap that you use, candles, you can sage your place, whatever it is, create this intentionality around this space. We're going to set intentions. We're going to clear out. We're going to release what we no longer need. Any blocks that are getting in the way of us creating love in our existing relationships, or preventing us from attracting and creating new love relationships. We're going to leave some stuff behind. We're going to unload baggage and things we aren't serving us. So if you come to the retreat, come and show up and just be in that retreat mindset. If you've got to leave and come back, go to the grocery store, that's fine too. But my suggestion is if you could commit to being in front of your computer, maybe you're on the couch, maybe you're sitting in your bed at different times, I would suggest doing the entire retreat live. It's going to be a live experience. And there's just something more palpable, even though we're virtual, right? There's something more palpable when we're all connected at the same time, right? Imagine that, right? In this cyber world, in this virtual world, across the continent, across the world, that we're all connected, lifting our vibration of love. And everyone there is wishing, hoping, praying for more love. So imagine being in this space where everyone's holding this intention together for everyone. And then we become that vessel of love and that magnet of love after the retreat to show up differently to the world, right? To show up differently to what we want to attract and manifest. And this isn't just about manifesting a partnership. When you are in that space of owning your inner glow and your inner magic and self-love, you attract abundance in every other area of your life. So this retreat, when you unload and you take in new tools, you will shift. This is going to be a transformational shift if you engage and if you participate. So, and I'm also creating some fun. We've got game shows. We've got couples that are going to, that have been married, that are going to offer some marital suggestions and dating and relationship suggestions. We've got some comedy by Rolanda Watts. So it won't be entirely heavy all the time.
So I love that. I love that. And let me just point something out. A lot of us walk around like, A, we need to fix something, and B, that something is missing. Because we touched on this last night when we were on the KBLX page. What the thing that's missing is that you're not making time. You're not making time to disrupt your thought patterns about love and abundance. Because we're always seeking. I don't have, I don't have, I don't have. When you sit in a space, and again, you've got an international group of people sitting in the space together with you, you've made that time. You can be in gratitude, and you also can be in I am enough.
That's right.
Because that's the part that's missing. That's why you saying I want to manifest stuff. That's why the vision board's not working. You haven't gotten to I am enough. I am enough. I am this abundance. So, when you walk like that, it's certainly a whole lot different. And again, the word is disruption.
I
If you
love
have
that.
like,
I love
yeah,
that.
so you were going to Netflix and chill anyway on this particular weekend.
Where are you gonna go anyway?
Disrupt that pattern of, I'm just gonna have fried chicken and watch Netflix. Disrupt the pattern. That is when the miracles start happening, because you go, woo, I'm going to go left when I go right all the time. So if you've not made this space for yourself, this is it. So we got discount codes. We got all kinds of great perks. This is the opportunity that, you have been wanting and waiting for, and waiting for things to change. Um, yeah, and this is why we love Wyman Boyington right here. You have a new New York KBLX listener and fan.
Okay.
Yes.
Is that the Uber passenger, the Lyft passenger?
Yep.
Nikki, if I could add, I just love the word disruption and disrupting the way that we're thinking. And, when people come to this retreat, I want you to think about what's holding you back from showing up in your greatness. What fear, what past hurt, what past wounding, what self-sabotage, it's holding us back from creating what we want. And it's time to disrupt that mindset, that thinking. And if it's a relationship that you desire, it's time to disrupt the belief that you're not enough. It's time to disrupt the belief that it's never going to happen for you. It's time to disrupt the belief that you're too old. It's time to disrupt the belief that it happens for everybody but you. It's time to disrupt the belief that all men are the same or all women are the same and you only attract a certain kind. It takes conditioning and it takes doing the work. And this is your continuing education course, to come, show up, and be a student of love and relationships. Let's learn together, let's grow together, and let's improve love relationships together. In the presence of love, fear does not exist. So in the presence of love, all the calamities that we're seeing around us, it can't exist. And why we're seeing so many calamities and disruptions in life is because we all energetically are infusing a fear-based mindset. You can see that fear is sort of winning in the world right now. Fear is emanating all around us and it's winning, but love is the ultimate winner. But we each have to own and embody that love that we are created with. It is our birthright. We are the miracle of love, but we're not stepping into that enough. We're not owning that vibration of love and going out boldly, living in our purpose and showing up. Because when we do that, man, fear just can't exist. Fear just can't exist. So this retreat is about.
Oh, honey.
Huh? Were you gonna say?
Oh,
something?
I'm just, no, I'm about to catch the Holy Ghost in here. I didn't say anything. I'm making noises.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, that's just. So this is your invitation, your invocation to let go. Come in as you are. You are good enough where you are, no matter your past, no matter what you've been through. Every day is a new day. We can always start over. And we start over by disrupting the mind and changing the way we think. That is the beginning of it all. And so, yeah, this is going to be I'm excited. I'm excited to have you, Nikki, shepherding all of us.
I'm super excited.
Yeah. And like Nikki said, I encourage you as you attend, if you've never done Kundalini yoga, try it. you're trying it in the comforts and safety and security of your own home, it will move you. All of the meditations and breath work are created and centered around the heart chakra. So they're all created to help you expand and breathe and move what might be blocking energy in the heart. So expect breakthroughs, expect miracles, and expect transformation. I hope to see you there.
Yeah. I love Kundalini yoga. That was the first, I don't know, the first yoga that I just super connected with, because it's really more about, if you shift your thinking from, oh, yoga, twisting like a pretzel,
Right.
it's stuff I can't do, to inner work.
Yeah.
That's really what it is. It's really inner work. It's breath work. It's really opening up the chakras. And the chakras, to me, it's great, but it's like, I don't even like to get too fancy with it. Because if you do your research on the chakras, it's, yes, energy centers or energy wheels, but it's also pieces of your self-perception. You know, it's a spiritual concept, because when you say, hey, your solar plexus, personal power, how do you feel about your personal power? So when you do Kundalini yoga, you will unravel the best pieces of yourself, if that makes any sense. So it's for your brain.
I got goosebumps when you said that, because it's true. Kundalini, it moves the energy out of you. It's that powerful. It will move. So there will be a layer that is lighter when you finish this retreat, and the Kundalini Sunday morning, and you will move through any layer of blockage that you might have, that anyone may have in their heart. And we'll encourage all of us to just show up consciously and intentionally in our lives, and purposefully. You know, I'm a lover of love, and I believe in love, and I believe if we get back to reimagining, which is what this retreat is about, reimagining a new modern love, reimagining a love that's not built on scarcity and lack, but love that's built in, as you said, Nikki, I am enough. It is redefining what love looks like. You know, we're not the same species as we were 50 years ago. You know, gender roles have changed. So relationship tools have to change. They are changing, and there's tools that we need to equip ourselves with if we want successful relationships. That's just the way. And the same with dating. Dating has changed, not just in over the last 50 years, 10 years, 5 years. It's changed in the last 6 months. So what new skills are you willing to gather during this pandemic as a modern man or woman to create and attract the relationship that you want? There are tools to date in this pandemic. It's not a hopeless time. It's actually a very powerful time to date and create a beautiful foundation of love built on emotional and mental connection, and not just the physical. There's a reason why the physicality is being sort of halted right now, where there's distance, because we are being asked to go inward and to connect on more cerebral, spiritual, and emotional levels. Yes, we're human. We need hug, we need touch, but we can also do those things for ourselves, you know, in a very non-sexual way or a sexual way, but we can pleasure ourselves. There's a reason why we're being called to pleasure ourselves and not rely on external factors to be the source of our happiness. This is by design. You know, so yes, you can create a powerful relationship. I have clients that are dating and have met boyfriends. Most of my clients are female, so they date men. So they've met boyfriends, they're in relationships, and they thought they were never going to meet anyone. So it's the mindset you first have to work on changing, and believe that it's possible for you. So that's what the retreat's going to be. It's going to be inspiring and transformational.
Yeah, you know what? Let me speak on that for a second.
Yeah.
I think a lot of times it's like, we think that we need to be hit by lightning. That's what we think needs to happen for us to change. It's like, no, it's a little bitty thing like this. You know, I always tell people it's a touch. your intuition and all these powerful tools. It's not the problem that you haven't come to yet. The problem is that you have missed them this whole time.
That's right.
So that one thought can mess up your whole relationship pattern, your whole life. Oh, I'm never going to meet anybody.
That whole
Well, it's a
thing.
self-fulfilling prophecy. You're never going to, what's going to happen if you keep saying that? You're never going to meet anybody.
That's right.
And it works backwards. If you think you're never going to meet anybody, you're going to be in your house all the time. If you think you're never going to meet anybody, you're not going to give the dating apps a chance. Your thoughts will determine your actions, and therefore it creates a self-fulfilling prophecy. So it's little bitty things. One thought that'll mess up everything. One thought, I'm not enough, will mess up your love, your money, your career, mess up everything. Because you're not going full blast. You're not going full blast on your self-love. So, and understand, like, when you do, it'll be another level. Might be some issues. People like, what is up with you? Why are you acting crazy all of a sudden? Oh, you know what? Because I learned the truth about myself. That's what happened. So I love that you put this together so lovingly, that it's work on yourself and your self-love. Again, international virtual retreat. It's not something, again, that's just been kind of thrown together. Let me just get some of my people together. No, honey, no. It's a real, whole virtual experience with experts from around the world. So when you say yoga and breath work, that's the source. Because your breath comes first, everything else comes after that. If you can't breathe, guess what? You can't have any thoughts about anything. Your breath work, think about how magical the breath is. That's your life force energy. And so if you can get amongst a community of people that are of this mindset of elevation, and two, you can start to understand and manipulate what's happening in your body and in your spirit, you can make changes. And not, it's going to take years. No, it might just take a couple seconds. We have to open ourselves up to the reality that these things can happen like that. Wait a minute, I just changed my mind. About all this.
Just decide. Yeah, I love that, Nikki. Just decide to change your mind, and it can happen like that.
It can, and it has. Trust me.
It can.
Yes.
And it does. It happens all the time. And you mentioned the energy, the life force, the breath. And I believe that in this time, I'm just going to share a quick example of why I really believe it's so important for us to be in our heart chakra, is because we are facing 3 pandemics that affect the heart chakra, right? The coronavirus is a virus that impacts the lungs. The lungs are part of your heart chakra. So knowing how to breathe and clear out the breath on a spiritual and energetic level is important than ever. We're being called to heal and to release what's in the lung heart chakra. The second layer of that Spirit and God spoke to me was, I can't breathe. I can't breathe. We think of George Floyd. I can't breathe. So even the racial inequality and the racial justice that we're being challenged with right now is also of the heart chakra, being reminded of the breath. And then the third part that Spirit just spoke to me that's happening are these wildfires happening everywhere. What does it impact us? In our lungs, in our breath. We need to get our heart chakra right. We need to clear out what's no longer serving us as humans, as human species, humanity, and clear out that space and allow sacred breath in us. That's Angela. That's been what God's put on my heart. This is about the heart chakra. We need to be transformed. Isn't that powerful?
You done preached a whole word in here today. And let me just add to that. You were talking about the wildfires. That's lungs, and that's your solar plexus too.
Right.
Because when you think about like your personal power, people will say, I have a fire in my belly.
That's right. You're right.
Fire. Sometimes we need to light a fire. It's like we have everything we need. And sometimes it's just that spark. You know how it was what they said, like a gender reveal party started one of these wildfires. You just, you
Yeah.
know, the atmosphere has been waiting for a spark. One spark. So it's almost like you want to light yourself on fire in that same way, where it's like all these great ideas and creativity and this self-love needs to happen and everything is ready. But as soon as I go with this match here, bam. And all of a sudden, whoa, all the great ideas. And, you know, I'm meeting people. Dang, the weight just dropped off, or the weight came on,
Right.
like whatever you want to do. It just grew back. Bam.
Right.
Everything is just there.
It's right. It's true. And like when you think of fires, fires extinguish things out. They burn things out. So what are you going to extinguish? What's not serving you? What are you going to allow to burn off that you don't have to carry that burden anymore? Forgive yourself,
Mhm. Mhm.
self-forgiveness so that you can open up to the greatness, whether that's a relationship, love, having a child, creating a family, a job, a business, birthing a book, birthing a podcast, whatever it is. What are we willing to extinguish and release so that we can ignite a new fire in us? That's what I really believe we're being called to do on every level.
Yeah, yeah. And I'm glad you said that, because I think people might see, oh, reimagine love. It's really way deeper than
Oh
just
yeah,
dating and relationships.
it
It's
is.
it's
It is.
really the reimagined love part is the reimagining the love you have for yourself.
That's right.
So something's wrong if there's a book in there and you haven't put it out there yet. Some part of you is saying, I'm not ready, I'm not good enough. I don't know. Who's gonna buy it? Who am I? Who do I think I am? Right? So there's a part of you that's not sure. So you've got to reignite and reimagine how you feel. You know, I am a world-class best-selling author. Can you tell yourself that in the morning? Can you
Mm,
tell yourself that? Can you sit down and say, hey, I'm going to write a chapter a day, no matter how I'm feeling? I'm going to put my fingers on this keyboard. I'll put this pen in my hand and start writing. Because there's all kind of stuff in there that won't come out until you put the pen to the paper,
that's right.
you know? So you just sitting there thinking on it and letting the thoughts swirl out of your ears. No, no. So I'm so glad you said that. If you're ready to birth a book, if you're ready to give yourself a spiritual makeover, if you're ready to be the kind of person that's a best-selling author, or the person that has this massively successful business, this is for you. This is for you. Um, and you know, you can do it in a safe, I can't think of a safer space to do it.
That's right.
You know, you're in your own sacred space. Nobody's looking at, you're looking at all the rest of these folks, but nobody, you know, you can not have pants on.
That's
Because
right.
you know, this is how we work now. We don't, I don't know, I don't have pants on right now. Well, maybe I do. Maybe I don't. But you know, it's a real thing. You can feel safe and not feel the pressure to pick out something to wear
That's right.
or do anything.
Or
You can be in
travel
your
to,
space and
not traveling. You're not paying for hotel and
yeah,
lodging and meals. You can create this retreat experience in your own home. Plan some meals to have during the breaks. Have some healthy snacks. Drink lots of water during the retreat because you're going to be moving a lot of stagnant, stale energy in the body. So you want to be hydrated. You're going to be doing yoga. You're going to move. So you don't want anything to be static. Right. So I would encourage, if you want to alcohol, save the alcohol for the Sunday DJ party, but spend that weekend just being truly grounded and rooted. And, yeah, I just had to add that part. So
You said save the
anyway,
wine for the last day. I think I will do that. It's gonna be
yeah.
a big glass of something for that last day.
And if you're wearing white for the
Um,
all white dance party, make sure you drink white, bring a white cocktail to the event. I'll be
ooh,
bringing
I
club
love that.
soda. I
I love it. I
Yeah,
love
I'm
it.
so
I love it.
excited.
This
Thank
is
you, Nikki. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I know, number one, I know how labor intensive it is to put together something like this. I know how much energy it takes. Um, you know, for everything that you see that, you know, one of your favorite folks is doing, there's lots of ideas that just didn't even make it to the surface.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I know how much it takes to pull this out of you. And if you see this and you love it and you're saying, wait a minute, I want to pull some stuff out of myself so that I can do this thing like Angela's doing. It's like you see someone who's so true to themselves that they're going for it. This is so powerful for all of us, Angela. It's so powerful. And let me tell you, fam, me and Angela have been like, we met in, was it last year, maybe a year ago, and it's like, sis.
Exactly. We
We've
have
been doing
like,
that for the last years. Like, listen,
right. We
I'm
have
doing this
our,
thing. Let's do
our,
okay, go. Come on. You know, the people that'll pull you, and that's the other thing, it's a circle of people. If you've been looking for your tribe, you know what I'm saying? It's a circle of people that you can access, because sometimes you're in the wrong place,
yeah,
around the wrong people, and that's really the only thing that needs to change. Oh, I don't
exactly.
know anybody that really likes yoga that would go to yoga. I don't know anybody. Look, honey, this is where they're all going to be at. And then you have access to all these great coaches and experts and healers and teachers. This is your tribe right here. Sometimes, you know, if you're watching this, it's the truth. It's like, this is it. I need somebody to help me keep my mindset, because you got to remind yourself every day.
Every day you got to
So
renew your spirit
it's
in your
it's
mind.
it's so powerful. It's so
Yeah.
powerful when this happens. And again, we just appreciate you doing this work
Of
and pushing it
course.
out. It's not easy to do this. It's not easy at
No,
all.
thank you. I feel like it was my assignment to bring this to life. And, again, it's doing that inner work to have belief and faith in yourself, to, to create something
Mhm.
like this and to share it with the world. This is like my gift. This is my act of service. And, I also want people to think about, you said something about, this retreat is going to be filled with different teachers, coaches, experts, authors around the world. I created this I don't want to call it a smorgasbord, but I created this, selection, very intentfully chose people to be a part of this so that you could experience different people. And you may find a coach within the retreat that you want to work with. Maybe, someone else in the retreat I coach, but maybe there's someone else in there that speaks to you that you want to work with. So if things aren't working in what we're using and what we're doing, we have to try different tools, different mindsets. It's the definition of
Yes.
insanity, doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different outcome. So if what you're doing is not working, consider working with someone that can support you, to be your blind spot, that can see your blind spot and support you. So I think that there'll be teachers in there that you will want to connect with them outside of the retreat and be part of their tribe. That's my vision. So I've
I
taken up
love
so
this.
much of everybody's
I
time.
love this. Look what you said, Angela. You just changed my whole life. You said try a different mindset.
Yeah. It,
I don't know if I've heard anybody. It's so simple, but I don't know if I've heard it quite that way before. Try a different mindset, because you can shed one and put another one on.
that's right.
It's way simpler. So
It,
let's go over this one last time here so folks can
yes.
see the visual. So the Reimagine Love 2020 virtual retreat is an international retreat happening Friday, October 2nd through Sunday, October 4th.
4th.
All right. We're just going to go down the whole experience here. Let's see if we can get it. Hold on. I think some of my things are disappearing here. This retreat is for anyone and everyone who wants to improve the quality and health of their romantic relationships or marriage, experience more conscious relationships with new and existing partners. I'm just going to kind of skip around. Love
Yeah.
yourself more. That's my favorite one. Okay. Gain greater emotional intelligence in relationships. All right. So we've got, experts, Rolanda Watts, David G, John Gray, lovely Angela Holton herself. I will be your host, family. And, we just have not a couple, but a whole lot of folks. Guided meditation, relationship coaching and expert counsel, 2 transformational breakout workshop sessions, breath work and meditation, Kundalini yoga, Vinyasa flow yoga. Where else can you try 2 different kinds of yoga? You'll be attracted to one or both of them and want to continue. Okay. Sound healing bath, expect breakthroughs. You're creating breakthroughs when you come and you commit to this. Comedy. Oh, I love it. Comedy couple discussion panel and an after Labor Day all white party. All right. So what you can do if you're saying, hey, I want to come, but the way my work schedule set up, fine. Single day admission for Saturday or Sunday. It's $57. And there is also the code. We can apply the code to this one too, right, Angela?
Yes, 10% off all the tickets, different type of tickets using Nikki.
Okay. Oh, okay. Okay, so you can apply that code to any of these. And then there's general admission. That's access to all the speakers, the 2 workshops, Saturday and Sunday, right? And the VIP insider admission. That's the full 3-day retreat. And then there's the premium VIP insider access, right? Access to everything, plus the t-shirt and a bonus private group coaching session. I love this.
Yeah,
if you need a little extra.
It's really a tremendous, I don't know where you can go and get all this counsel and coaching and support and retreat style experiences and a bonus coaching session and a t-shirt. All you have to do is click and order the color you want and it's delivered to you at such an incredible value. So it's really investing in yourself, and are you willing to invest in yourself to create what you want?
Love it. Love it. So click the link on our post here and you can go through and choose the option that works for you. We can't ignore our inner work, our self-love work, and that's not an easy peasy thing. When you say healing, it's not a walk in the park.
Nope.
But if you commit, Leslie said day and time of the event. So October 2nd through the 4th.
Starts at 6 p.m.
All right. And 6 p.m. on Friday. And it really is 6 p.m. on Friday evening.
That's Eastern.
And then, pretty much.
Eastern time.
Okay. Eastern time.
These are all.
Yep. So like we said, this is a whole international retreat here. International. So click the link for all the information that you need. You can go straight to the page that I'm showing you right now and choose the option for you. Remember your Nikki code, Nikki, to save the 10%. And we will see you there, Angela and myself, and it's like a whole universe of healing and love.
So excited.
This has been so awesome.
I'll the retreat and meet you there.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I cannot wait. It's like I can't wait to just be sitting here doing my Kundalini yoga and having this whole cleansing experience.
That's right. You just reminded me. I got to get myself a new candle that I want to use for that day, and I've got my incense and my sage. So I'll make sure I got to get a candle. Yeah, that'll be. I got my.
Oh, that's a good one. You know what? I have, hold on a second. Let me see if I have it. I don't know. You guys can see my white candle back there burning. I stocked up on candles. Hold on. I stocked up on all my spiritual supplies. So I have this red one that'll be perfect.
Where do you get these?
So this is a 14-day candle. So, there's like the glass candles that you might be able to get at Walgreens. These are double that size. So it's 14 days. And, supposedly if you let it burn continuously, it would burn for 14 days. But no, fire hazard. Don't just leave your candle burning. No. So, if I extinguish it after I finish every day, it lasts me probably a month, 3 weeks, something like that. So I get these from... there's a few places here in Oakland. Sacred Well, they call it Raven's Wing now here in Oakland. But if you just Google 14-day calendar, if you have like a favorite spiritual shop and just call and say, hey, do y'all have 14-day glass candles? They're great. You could put your oils.
Go look for one today.
Oh, it's perfect. It's perfect. And you could, do your sage and like sprinkle the dry sage and like make your intentions.
That's right.
And when you light a new one, it's great because it represents you. Okay, whatever happened in the past, releasing that, this is my new intention right here. And it just keeps you focused every day. Yeah. So this is my Reimagine Love candle.
I love it. You have to show us on the retreat day. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. I totally will. I'll be like all tricked out back and everything.
Exactly.
So click the link, family. Get all the information you need. Don't forget your Nikki code. And we will see you
We'll see you on
on
October.
October. Leslie, sweetie, virtual retreat, virtual retreat, virtual retreat.
It's virtual in your own
Yep,
home.
virtual retreat. Yep. All right, Angela, girl, have a your
Thank you,
day.
Nikki,
It is
for having me. Thank you,
nice day
Nikki's
here in the
family.
Bay.
Have a great day, everybody. See you
hmm
in the retreat.
See you at the Reimagine Love virtual retreat, family.
Yes.
Love, exciting and new.